class. How are you today? Are you feeling great? Oh, that's good to hear. But before we discuss, please all stand up for the opening prayer. Alexa, can you please lead the prayer? In your Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay, thank you. Before you take your seat, please pick up the pieces of paper around you or under your chair. If done, you may now please be seated. I forgot, before we proceed to our proper discussion, I prepared an activity for you which entitled Act Me Up. I will divide you class into two. This will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. Each of group, I need one representative to go in front to act what they pick on the backs. And your group mates or the member of your group will be the one who will guess. Okay? I'll give you 2 minutes to answer those out. Okay? Okay. Anyone? Let's go first to the group 1. Anyone who is the representative of the group 1, you can now go in front. Your timer starts now. Okay. Very good. The group 1 got 3 correct answers. Okay. How about the group 2? Who is the representative? Can you please go in front? Okay. Your timer starts now. Wow, very good. The group 2 also got 2 correct answers. So the winner is group 1. Okay, very good class. Please clap your hands for the group 1. For us to be guided clearly, let me present to you class our lesson objectives. Class, please read. At the end of the lesson, the students are expected to explain. The first one is explain the cultural values and humor in the story. Second, compare the cultural differences between Filipinos and Americans. The last one is value the importance of humor in communication and respect for differences. So, here's our lesson objectives for today. Okay class, our topic for today is we Filipinos are mild drinkers. But before we proceed to our properly discussion, I'll give you a short background about we Filipinos are mild drinkers. We Filipinos are mild drinkers is a short story made by Alejandro R. Roses. This story is about a Filipino farmer and an American soldier who share some battle of lambanog. Lambanog is our Filipino drinking alcohol after World War II. The Filipino farmer downplays the strength of the drink to make the interaction more pleasant. But who is Alejandro R. Roses? Anyone who have an idea? Okay, very good. Alejandro R. Roses was a well-known writer, essayist, and a cultural figure. He was known for his humorous and satirical works. He was also known for his wit and ability to blend the humor with insightful commentary of Filipino society. He wrote essays, short stories, and even books. So again class, who is this? Very good, Alejandro R. Roses. Instead of reading class, please allow me to tell it to you the summary of we Filipinos are mild drinkers. So I have here. So please imagine that this is Joe, an American soldier, and this is Jose, a Filipino farmer. So these two are the main characters in the story, and we Filipinos are mild drinkers. Okay, class? Do you get it? Okay, don't forget that. Before I will tell it to you, Alejandro R. Rosas believes that we Filipinos drink for only three good reasons. The first one is we drink when we are happy. The second is we drink when we are sad. And the third one is we drink for any other reason. Maybe Alejandro Rosas, what he wants to say in we drink for any other reason is when we have birthday parties, wedding, christening, or even when we go out for outing. So maybe that's what he wants to convey in we drink for any other reason. Okay, class. So let's go now to the summary of we Filipinos are mild drinkers. When the Americans recaptured the Philippines, they built an airbase a few miles from our barrio. Yankee soldiers became a very common sight. I met a lot of GIs and made many friends. I could not pronounce their names. I could not tell them apart. All Americans looked alike to me. They all looked white. One afternoon, I was plowing a rice field with our Carabao named Datu. So this is Datu. An American soldier was walking on the highway. When he saw me, he headed toward me. He was holding a bottle of whiskey. "Hello, my little brother," he said. "Hello, Joe," I answered. "I am sorry, Joe," I replied. "There are no bars in this barrio." "Oh, hell, you know where I could buy some whiskeys?" Joe offered the bottle to take one shot. "No, thank you. We Filipinos are mild drinkers," Jose replied. "Well, don't you drink at all?" Yes, Joe, I drink, but not whiskey." "What the hell do you drink?" "I drink lambanog." So this is a lambanog looks like. Okay, class? Okay. "A jungle juice?" Then Joe asked Jose where he could buy some lambanog. Jose said he have, but he is thinking that Joe might not like it. "No, I will like it," Joe said. "I drink everything. Champagne, whiskey, vodka, tequila, rum, gin, and even brandy." "All right, I will just take this Carabao to the mud hole so we can go home and drink." While heading to Joe's house, Joe looking around and said, "This place is full of coconut tree." So this is a coconut tree. Okay? Okay, class? Okay. "Don't you have any coconut tree in America?" Jose asked. No, we just have pine tree." In class, this is pine tree looks like. Okay? Pine tree, it symbolizes America. Well, we have coconut tree. It also symbolizes the Philippines. In a short while, they arrived in the Nipa house. So imagine, class, that this is the nipa house of Jose. Okay, class? But before they entered, Jose took some calamansi. Okay? Took some calamansi. What's that? Joe asked. A Philippine lemon. We will use this in our drinks. Oh, chasers! While preparing, Jose said, please sit down. Where? Joe asked. On the floor. So Joe sat on the floor. Jose poured some lambanog on the two polished coconut shell, but some poured on the floor. Hey, throwing some good liquor away? Joe asked. No, Joe. It is a custom here to give back always on the earth what we taken from the earth. Well then, raise the shell. Here's to the end of the war, the two said. Then followed it with slice of calamansi deep in the salt. Later on, Jose noticed, so he asked Joe, what is wrong? Nothing. The first drink always affects me this way, but the second one will be smooth. Joe answered. After drinking the second one, Joe unbuttoned his collar and tie. Joe reacted in a funny way, but he was panting so hard. After took some of his drinks, Jose saw smoke coming to Joe's ears, then passed out. So he decided to take Joe back. He left him to slump on the top of the carabao. While heading back, people are wondering what happened to the big Americano. After 2 hours, they arrived. His friend helped him to Joe, and everybody thanked Jose for bringing him back. As he was leaving, one of his friends called him. Hey you, how about a can of beer? Jose said, no thank you. We Filipinos are mild drinkers. Okay class, that's the end of the summary of we Filipinos are mild drinkers. Let me ask you a question. If you truly understand the summary of we Filipinos are mild drinkers. Okay, the first question is, after hearing the summary of we Filipinos are mild drinkers, do you feel and do you find it interesting or not? Oh, you answered in chorus. Of course, yes, very good. How about Shay? Let me ask you a question. For you, what is the humor used in we Filipinos are mild drinkers? Very good. A Filipino drinking habits in a light-hearted yet insightful manner. Very good. How about what funny moments in the story help show what Filipinos value when they drink? Anyone? Okay. Very good. It describes how Filipinos take great care in offering drinks to guests and then making sure they are well taken of they are well taken and then being generous. Okay, very good. That's also very good insight. How about in the class, do you experience taking care of a drunk person? Oh yes, of course. But who is that person? Anyone? Oh, your brother. Anyone? Oh, your father. Okay. And okay. Oh, your titos. Very good. All those answers are correct, of course. How about, do you think the humor in the story changes the way we think about Filipinos' social life? Anyone? Okay, thank you. It shows that Filipinos often drink not just for pleasure, but as a way to connect with others. Very good. Clap your hands, class. Okay. How about, do you agree that our culture as a Filipino is having a strong sense of family? Strong sense of family, community, or the concept of bayanihan or helping each other? Very good. Of course, yes. Very good class. That's very good class. That's our culture. That's our culture here in the Philippines. But in America, they often emphasize the individualism, independence, and personal freedom. And that and because that, we should also respect that. Okay? Do you get it, class? Okay, very good. How do Filipinos and American families differ in terms of values and relationship? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, very good. Filipinos tend to prioritize family, unity, and then individual decisions. Those are often made with considerations for the impact on the entire family. The concept of utang na loob or debt of gratitude is also important. Okay, class? That is also important. On the other hand, American also value their relationship to their family, but they just have a strong emphasis on personal freedom to make decisions and pursue their goals. How about Filipinos and American view social gatherings and celebration? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, very good. Filipinos view these occasions as an opportunity to strengthen bonds, while the American gatherings are often smaller and more centered around to their immediate family or to their close friends. How about value the importance of human in communication and respect for differences and in traditions? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, should I repeat the question? Okay, let me repeat it. Value the importance for you. What is the value? The importance of human in communication and respect for differences and in traditions. Okay, very good. That's a correct answer. Effective communication helps break down barriers, resolve conflicts, and every culture has its own traditions, beliefs, and practices that shape its identity and way of life. Now see, you're right. So, for the last question, how can individuals show respect for different cultural traditions in their everyday communication. Anyone who wants to answer? Okay, very good. They should pay attention to what others are saying without interrupting. Okay, very good. So, that's all for today, class. I know that you learned something today, that you have learned something today. Thank you for listening, and class dismissed.